we'll go into our second topic.
With the audio. Okay. This is the State of Disarray podcast, and we are a scuffed podcast. We're going into the second topic now, and this one's about tipping. So I have a lot to say about this one.
For real?
Yeah, I do have a lot to say.
Please.
Go ahead. So just came back from Japan. Podcast listeners know. Just came back from Japan. No tipping there.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, but no tipping there. And I come here, and
you're
then
cheap.
No, it's not that. It's oh my god, no. I wanted to say that it's such a sticker shock sometimes seeing like the tip percentages. I got tacos. I will say I got tacos yesterday. Yeah, I was in the office, and I went to this taco place, and the tip. I want to let you know. The tip amount starting from left to right was 25%.
Maybe they read right to left, okay?
At a Mexican taco place? What? Okay, so it was 25%, 20%, 15%, left to right. So they encourage people, because I always do left from right. They encourage people to do like the 25%, which is I feel like kind of a lot. You know, before tipping used to be what, like 15%. Even before that, I think it might have been 10%. But at the same time, it reminded me that it's tipping's become this thing where it's very hard not to tip because it's right in front of your face, like especially at these places.
It's definitely the social pressure to tip is like insane. Like, I feel pressured to tip, honestly, because like you go to a place like, I mean, maybe I'm like taking away because I mean I've worked in the service industry a lot too, and like prior,
yeah,
but like it's hard to like justify in my head and like, oh, if you are not providing like an extra service or like above service or like if you're waiting a bunch of tables and stuff, yeah, but then if you go and pour me a beer. Which is that a hot take? I don't know.
No, you continue. Go.
Okay. I mean, like, but like, if you make like a coffee or a cocktail or something, like, okay, you make it like, you go and then you do like a pour over, like they grind the beans and they pour over the thing. Like, okay, you did like there's some sort of like craft to it. Like they did, like you see it and like, oh, they did really well. Yeah. But like, I mean, I guess you could technically pour a beer incorrectly. So. I guess that would, but like, so if they make a cocktail, obviously tip it really well. Like, but if you're like pouring like a bottle of wine, like I don't know.
Yeah, it's my dilemma whenever I do pickup. Do you tip when you do pickup? Like when you literally order pickup.
Yeah.
I sometimes tip. I have to say I sometimes tip, but it's literally like someone making your menu and boxing it up. Like I think I feel pressure sometimes to tip, but other times I'm just like it's whatever.
I think like the idea in my head is like, oh, if like I feel like if you don't tip like at least a little bit, that they'd like not care about your order at all.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, that reminds
provide
me.
worse service.
I need to go grab.
Okay.
You can entertain the listeners for a second. I need to go grab the
for
food.
Tipping?
No, I need to grab the. Well, yeah, about tipping.
Did you tip this person?
I did.
Okay, you better have tipped then. Jeez. So the article that I was looking at specifically was like for the like major metropolitan area, where if you think about like, oh, if you tip on a $6 beer, $1, that's like a 12% tip or so. And then if you like go down, it's like, okay, but if you pay like for a cocktail and you like only give $1, that's like a 6% tip. And then I feel like in that regard, like for a cocktail, then, you know, they're, unless it's like I mean, even then, I feel like if they're giving you like conversation of some kind or like excess service or better service, but typically, we'll get it in a second. Okay. But like the whole article is basically saying that the concept of tipping $1 for bar drinks is like out the window. Like it's not correct, but it's kind of weird to carry physical money that's like tipping $5 for a drink seems excessive in my mind.
Yeah, when
But who can, well, apparently $2 bills are really hype right now.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get a bunch of $2 bills. But I did want to say I did have a story about tipping. By the way, like I mentioned, went to Japan, no tipping there. In Italy though, I had gone to a restaurant.
Did they spit in your food?
No, not
Did you
something
want
like
them
that. No, what the heck? No. This was right by the Coliseum, by the way. We were at a restaurant. The guy comes up to me. He gives me the bill. He comes up to me. He leans close to my ear, and he's like, "What?" It's like, "Oh yeah. What about if you leave a tip, a little something for me?" And I was like, "What?" This guy literally came up
for
close
you specifically.
Yeah, he came
Is it
up
because he
close
knew
to-
you're American?
I think so. Yeah, I think he came up close to me, came up close to my ear, and he's like, "Why don't you leave a little something for me?" And I was like, "This is insane." I was like, "This guy's asking for a tip."
was like,
yeah. I left a tip, but I was like,
you're encouraging the behavior.
"What am I supposed to tell him?" He's literally.
He's like, in my country, we don't believe in this.
I'm in my country. Yeah, but it was. I thought it was really crazy because I've never been asked, to leave a tip like that personal right up in front of me. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I wanted to say that I think that tipping is getting a little bit out of control. I think that companies should pay a fair wage. They shouldn't be able to rely on just tipping. And
That is very true. I honestly don't understand how you can expect the customer to pay for the wages of an employee at your place. Like it just seems wild because it's like, oh well, I mean, I know for a fact that people who work in the service industry put up with a lot of stuff and have to do a lot of hard work for the most part. And then
preach. Go on.
But I feel like they should definitely pay at least minimum wage. Like a lot of times you'd see these things where they were refusing to pay minimum wage, and it's like, oh, you make up
it in
the
tips.
amount, in tips. Wait, you can't just say that oh, we pay $20 an hour. It's like, do you though? Do you actually pay $20 an hour? It's like then he's like, oh, during the interview process they tell you, it's like, oh, but you actually make $12 an hour. It's like, okay, wait, what? And you make it up in tips. Some places seemingly it's a lot of money. It can be insane if it's like a higher end restaurant. It's like, wow.
I did
they
know
make how much?
I did know someone who was at a higher end restaurant and they made I have to say they made closer to six figures.
6 figures?
Yeah, in essentially tips.
Are they was it a star restaurant or a
No, it wasn't a star restaurant, but it was
just
just a very busy restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, very high traffic restaurant.
high traffic Denny's?
Yeah, high traffic Denny's.
A Waffle House?
Oh my god! If you work, if they were paying that lady who got a chair thrown at her $100,000, I think that she would still continue to work there, or she might have. I don't know.
There was a the little side topic, a little extra something for people who are listening right in the middle. There's an article about how this Waffle House.
Oh my god! It always comes back to Waffle House.
Waffle House. They were putting maple syrup on the seats and the tables so that they couldn't sit down.
You know what? Smart move.
They're like, oh, you can't sit here because it's full of maple syrup, and I'm like, huh?
Oh my god!
I mean, I was like, man, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm like,
Do
okay,
you tip at a Waffle House?
yes, it's like a diner.
You better tip at the Waffle House, or
Okay.
they're gonna come get you. They're gonna come get you in the parking lot.
They make the eggs, and you can see them make food.
Yeah,
It's a regular diner.
Oh yeah, I've seen the TikTok videos.
Oh,
I've seen how it
have you
goes in
been to
there.
a Tik-
I
to a
have.
Waffle?
I have been to a Waffle House.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
Let me just say that I've been to a Waffle House, but okay. I think
Badge of honor.
A badge of honor. Okay, I think should we? Okay, I think we're good with this section. Do you want to do that section first, or else, or do you want to do it at the end? We do it at the end. I think it's fine.
We can go for do a few more topics.
Okay.